Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to show you guys how I do a full beat because I feel like I don't really do that enough on YouTube, and sometimes even when I do on TikTok, it's just not long enough and I cut out a lot of parts. This is going to just be from start to finish. I have nothing on my face besides the fact that I literally washed my face. Like I always say, anyone can do a full beat. Of course, you just need to do it multiple times to get better at it, but I just feel like I'm just going to explain things as detailedly as I can, and I just think that as long as you follow this, you'll know how to do a full beat. I'll be linking the products in the caption below and also somewhere in the corner as well. First off, before I do anything, I like to put on lip balm. And again, I just want to say, you do not have to use the items I'm using. These are just the items I like at the moment. I like using any sort of like thick lip oil that's not oily. I never use an oily lip balm. I hate the consistency of oil lip balm. I like the ones that are very thick and will just moisturize your lips really nice. Before I do any sort of makeup, I always like to go in with a toner pad to just wipe off any stuff that's on my face. I just like to manually wipe off anything that might be on my face. It just makes a difference on my face, which is like I like using them. You need to make sure everything is layered nicely. I like to use an electric fan just to make sure the layer is absorbed, because when you pile on too much, it's going to lift. The product's not going to sit on, and the next product's going to be on your face. It might not soak in. So when you put on your foundation, you can see it starts peeling, it gets patchy. So you have to be patient. Also, this makeup tutorial is for those who are not in a rush, because I can do my makeup in 10, and these are not the products I will be using if I was doing my makeup in 10. Okay, this is more so if you have like 30 minutes to spare. Next, I like to go in with this. This is the Regeneron Turnover Ampule. This is a thick formula, and I think it's worth the investment if you want a very glowy base. Oh my god, see, sometimes I still can't get the hang of it. But this just makes my skin really hydrated. This is just so, do you see this? It's so thick, which is why whenever I use her, my skin is guaranteed to be hydrated. And usually I always like to just go in with a mist to top everything off. Fanning time. This was recommended me by a friend. She also does makeup. My friend Monica recommended me that this is a Tatcha Milky sunscreen. Truly, she's like a toner sunscreen. Let me just show you guys. And she doesn't burn my eyes. This is literally what she looks like. Honestly, I got my mom into Tatcha as well. I feel like it's one of those brands where, you know, nothing really disappoints you. Always put on sunscreen, especially if you're going out in the daytime. You want to protect your skin. Skincare is done. Next, we're going into makeup. First, we always start off with primer now that our skincare is done. I love this primer by MAC. This is really good for my girlies who have dry skin. She just feels very thick, like a thick moisturizer. A primer just makes sure that your makeup is going to stick onto your face. See, I'm running out. Okay, no, she's not. Thank God. She's like more of like a sticky primer. She's not a silicone-based primer. See, I need a bit more. You're joking. No, because you're joking. This is not an empties bottle video. So with your primer, make sure you rub it all the way in, okay? Especially right here. Because when you don't rub your primer here, sometimes your foundation just stops there and it's really weird. This might not be conventional for some people, but I always do brows before I do foundation, okay? Because you don't want your brows to look muddy, so always do your brows first. This is my favorite one. This is the Rare Beauty Brow Gel. She is probably like the thickest brow gel I've ever used. So I always just do this, and I kind of just comb her around. I just comb her backwards so I can wait for her to get a little sticky, and then I can work with her. I'm just gonna have her sit like that, okay? Brows are looking a little crazy, it's okay. If you want a lip that's going to last you forever, use a lip stain. I just put this on. The sweet spot is 5 minutes. Leave her on for 5 minutes and you can peel her off so easily. I think they reformulated this because it glides on like very smoothly. Back then it was a lot thicker, and we will peel her off in 5 minutes. So I think our brows are now done. She has been sitting there for a while, and I just kind of like comb her up like that. Really press it down. I like to comb her all the way up before we shape them. Make sure you get every corner of the brows as well. You don't want to miss anything. You can see how the brows are sitting so nicely and flat, right? And next, what I do is I just comb her down. I make a line like this. I see how nicely it's like sitting right now. Kind of like that. And now your brows are done. I would also just use like a Q-tip or a paper towel and just wipe around the edges to make sure like the brow glue is not going to show up when you do your foundation. If it's so messy, then when you put on your foundation, it's going to show up. Because it's the summer, I'm filming this in the summer, I like to use a skin tint. This is one of my favorite skin tints. This is the Armani skin tint, because skin tints are just really natural on my face, which I really like. And it just blends nicely. And next, I'd like to use a highlighter or a luminizer, whatever you want to use. This is a Too Faced Born This Way. This is a very natural luminizer, which is why why I really like her. She just feels like a lip gloss. Like, do you see that? It doesn't have like crazy shine, so if you're not like a fan of that, this is probably gonna be your girl, because some luminizers can be really shiny and I know not everyone likes that. I freaking lost my Studio 17 sponge, so we're just gonna use a brush. Insert photo of what I'm talking about. That Studio 17 sponge is literally a game changer. She is so magical. She just applies my makeup so nicely. Anyways, I like to use any sort of dense brush. This is from Hourglass. Like, when you're doing foundation, you want a big dense brush, okay? They carry a lot more product around and it's easier to bring it around. So you can see this product, it is definitely not like full coverage. If you want to go more full coverage, later when we work on concealer, you can pull out a bit of concealer. I think that for the summer, using a skin tint is like the best. I always recommend blending everything out with a sponge, no matter how tiny she is, because you don't want to see the brush strokes on your face, so I always recommend using a sponge. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with these two concealers to conceal everything. This is the Lancome one. It's more like a skincare sort of finish. This is a new find. This is the Tarte creaseless concealer. Literally so freaking dang good. I like using a very watery concealer because it just blends very nicely, so this is where I would put concealer. Just anywhere you want to brighten, and also I would just conceal any sort of like dark spots I have, and I'll just have her like sit on my face for a little while. Also around my chin area too, because I tend to have like some redness around here. Next, I'm gonna show you guys my favorite brow pen. This Anastasia Beverly Hills. This brow pen glides onto any sort of surfaces. Literally love her. She's so good. So what I do is usually I just kind of fill in the ends. I think you should have your natural brows peek through, because our brows already have a shape at the end because we did the brow gel, and I just like kind of just have her like do that. And then next I just like take a brow pen and I kind of just melt everything together. Always comb it and then shape it. Next I'm gonna go in with the Haslab concealer brush, or any sort of mini, like a tiny dense brush you have to work with the concealer. I'm gonna just tap her in, and you can see that it just hides everything that you want to hide. Usually, I actually do my concealer last when I finish cream bronzer and cream blush, but because I've been having a bit more breakouts lately, I try to use like a skincare concealer to try to just, I don't know, color correct. It's just to like make sure my base looks more better. But anyways, we're gonna take off this like lip tint now. I like doing my lips at the beginning just so the colors look more even throughout. Next, we're gonna go into bronzing. Literally one of my favorite bronzers. Okay, if you have like the same skin tone as me, where it's like light, warm, neutral to warm undertone, she's like the perfect mixture between a bronzer and a contour. So what I do is that I would grab like a denser brush. I recommend everyone to get these. This is a dual-ended brush, okay? You've probably seen this everywhere. This is a Summer Fridays one. I think Ulta Beauty also sells one. It's just a very dense brush that you can use bronzer on one side, blush on another, or you can, I don't know, use concealer as well. Yeah, this is just what I do. You see that? It's so pretty, right? Just focus on where you would get a tan. So this is where I usually do it. Use a bigger brush, because this way there's less chance for you to mess up because things blend so nicely. I always recommend going with a more liquidy formulation because it's going to blend a lot easier for you. And also put some on my eyes as well, because I like a bit of bronzer on my eyes. Also on my nose, and also on the bottom of my chin right here. The key to good makeup is that you have to just blend. Make sure everything's blended nicely. Like, take a minute to like just do this motion, literally. I always take on the back of my hand. I like to use my hand as like a palette, because this way I can make sure I don't pick up too much product. I've been loving a hot pink blush. I think a hot pink blush just makes you look so youthful. This is the Bobbi Brown one, okay? You do not have to get this product. Any hot pink item will do, as long as the formulation's good. So what I do is I like to just put it here. This is very creamy, so I just put it directly onto my cheeks. It's just hot pink. Like, don't be intimidated. I used to be intimidated, but it's so beautiful. I just use the other end of any sort of brush, any sort of dense brush you have, and just tap her in. I place her on top of the bronzer, and I kind of just like bring it to my eyes, bring it to my forehead. You just have to make everything melt nicely, you know? You just have to make sure it looks natural. That is the goal. If you're noticing that we're kind of covering the concealer, it is okay. That's why I do concealer at the end to brighten everything. So you can see this is how she looks right now. Stunning. We're gonna go in with this concealer. This is a Tarte creaseless concealer. This concealer is so thick. It's like, it just sticks onto your skin. Like, you see how thick it is? It sticks onto your skin, which is amazing. So I'm just gonna put a little bit, because this one, a little bit goes a long way. I'm just gonna put exactly where I put it last time, but just a little, not too much. Have her sit on your face just for a little bit, okay? And next I'm just gonna line my lips. I've been really liking this one. This is the One Size lip liner. I like using any lip liner that matches closely to my natural lip color, and this one matches perfectly. So I like to overline my lips. It's like a little contour. And you see how it makes my lips look bigger? It's like a blurring sort of lip liner. We're gonna use the same brush and we're gonna blend everything together and you're gonna see how everything's going to look really nice. I always blend it here because I want it to look brighter underneath my eyes because I think right now the blush is kind of like hiding everything. I would like to bring it all the way up like this. Okay, it looks crazy, but we're gonna blend it out. Just gives you like a more lifted look. And next I used a blush brush. Do you see how jarring this looks? I'm just gonna kind of just like blend everything together. This is the last step. You just want nothing to look too crazy, and sometimes I would use a sponge as well on the bottom of my face. Get a good loose powder or pressed powder. I just try to use pressed powder these days because I found a really good pressed powder. This is the Kosas Feathery Cloud Set. She is so good. She never creases on me. I'm just going to grab this product, okay, like this, and I do this so the product goes on more evenly, and this is where I put it. When you put on powder, your skin's gonna look filtered. This is what I do. I kind of just pat it all the way below my eyes just to set everything. You can see that this side is different from this side, right? I'm gonna do it around my nose area to make sure nothing lifts. Also right here, you know, it just really depends on you, like where you want to mattify your face. And put the leftover on my brows, underneath my eyes, and we're gonna blend everything out together. I go with bronzer. I like to use a big fluffy brush. This is huge. This is from Say. This is their all over powder brush. Okay, this is from Say. And this is one of my favorite shades. This is the YSL one. Personally for me, I have a harder time finding a bronzer that doesn't look muddy on me. This is one of the bronzers that looks really, really good. So I'm just going to tap, tap, tap and do this. And we're just gonna do this, do this. Also gonna put some on the forehead. And then I'll switch into a different brush. I'll take a small, tall, fluffy brush to kind of just work on my eyes right here. Next, I like to just layer with like a similar shade to how my blush looked. So this is like a hot pink as well. This is from Hourglass. And so I'll just grab a tall little fluffy brush and I'll just tap, tap, tap. And I'll just place it where I put my cream blush and I'll just kind of just emphasize the color a bit more. Kind of like that. And I'll put some on my nose, on my eyes, on my chin, wherever. And since it's the summer, I kind of put it on this part of my nose as well. So you can see, super stunning, right? This is where I start just shaping everything. So I like to use my Morphe brow pen. This is their Nano brow pencil. Literally, she is so freaking thin. It's like this. Do you see how small she is? Sometimes I just want to be very precise with my brows. I'll just kind of like shape her out like that. And I'll just shape her like that. And I'll put a bit more in the front. I just like when my brows look very sharp and precise. So I'll just like comb her up as well. Comb her up. Next is the eyes. I don't usually show people how I do my eyes because it just takes a long time. So usually when I do my eyes, I kind of just like cut it out on TikTok. So I'll just show you guys how I do it. So first, naked lashes right now. And what I do is that I literally use my Shiseido one. But anyways, use a good lash curler. Whatever lash curler you want to use it. Just make sure it's curled all freaking way. So one of my favorite mascara ever is the Clio Kill Lash. She's waterproof. She gives you volume. I just coat my lashes and I just put it all around. Just use whatever mascara stays on you. You guys already know Mr. Wish lashes, my favorite lashes. These lashes, okay? What I do is that I put 9, 10, and 11. Okay, this is basically the length, the corresponding length. Make sure you grab her nicely. I just literally pick her up like this. And I just place this number 9 in the inner corner. And I put number 10 on the side. And always have a mirror to look down on when you do your lashes. And then lastly, I'm going to grab number 11. And I'm going to put her on the outer corner. Okay, once everything is on, I take the little clamp and I kind of just like press everything together. Oh. So this is how she looks with the lashes on, okay? Two of my favorite lip glosses. These are both from Lancome. This is in the shade 60, this is in shade 90. I've been really liking this one. It's like a berry shade. It's kind of like that. These are literally my go-to. I'm gonna put one on my top lip, but actually let's go with this one today because it's just a lot. This is in the shade 60. She is just a brighter shade, kind of like this. So you can see the top and the bottom. And she has a bit of like a tingly effect. And next, we're going to do highlighter. I've been using this for probably like 2 or 3 years now, which is kind of crazy. This is a Dior Forever Glow Luminizer in the shade 01 Nude Hollow. She is gorgeous. You can see the logo is practically gone. I grab any sort of blush you want to use for your cheeks and kind of swipe her up like this. Put her on my brow bone as well. Okay, you see how like it's super, super shiny. I'm gonna put some on here, on my brow bone as well. Sometimes I like to use my hands, just put some on my nose and then also on my eye. I always put highlighter right here because it gives your eyes like that extra glow. That's really pretty. Okay, lastly, I'm gonna go with my mist again. I always use a mist because especially in the summer, you want things to melt beautifully, okay? This is before I put on setting spray, okay? We just have to make sure everything is melted nicely together. Lastly, I'm gonna go with one of my favorite setting sprays. This is the MAC Fix setting spray. She locks in everything. This is the last step. literally drench my face in it. Once again, I grab the fan and I fan her. Okay, now we're in my other bathroom. I'm just gonna show you guys how I quickly do my hair because I thought that kind of ties like the entire look up. So first off, I always use a heat protectant. I like this one. This is the K18 one. And I kind of just like spray it all over my hair to make sure, you know, your hair is protected from the stuff that we're gonna do to it. So I kind of just give it like a good spray. And I also like the smell of this one. So also make sure to comb your hair nice and thoroughly to make sure there's no knots. So I like to separate my hair into two sections. I kind of just grab like some pieces. This is my little Emmy J hair clip. Literally love her. She literally has the strongest grip ever. So this is what I like to use when I crumple my hair. You'll see there's little dents in there and it just has like an automatic countdown. So you don't have to keep track of when you're crimping your hair. Like it just literally, look, hold on. Yep, you hear that? That just means you can move on to the next section. So basically what I do is that I just do that all throughout my hair. I kind of just like giving myself beach waves for the summer. It just makes it look cute, you know? Okay, we just finished my hair. You can see she's a lot more voluminous. You can see the situation going on. Anyways, I'm going to use my hairspray. Use whatever hairspray you want to use. This is the one I like. This is a Tresemme Extra Hold hairspray. And usually I just been using her to add extra oomph to my hair. Sometimes I would just like grab like this section and I'll just push it up a little. And kind of just hold it a little bit. You can see that I just give you that volume. Also on the side, I'll just... Anyways, this is the full makeup tutorial. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys want to see like a video where it's like 15-minute makeup or drugstore only makeup, because I also use a lot of drugstore brands and I just realized we don't have a lot of drugstore brands here right now. But let me know what you guys think and I hope you guys enjoyed it and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye guys!